In the news update for May the 31st, 2018, Thursday, last day of May, that is. I hope that everybody had a good Memorial Day back on Monday. Sorry we didn't put nothing out. Busy moving, by the way, and trying to get everything all switched over down there to North Carolina and all kinds of stuff. So I want to let you know that we're still working, and we want to let you know that we're gonna need. We're hoping that people be praying for us, and hope that everything goes well once I get down there in North Carolina. And I'll let you know more stuff what's going on. As I said, the scenery will change and the setting will change. But I wanted to tell you a few things. I made. I think that arrest. I think what happened to that African American person who got killed on 95, who was naked last week, not this week, but the last week before that. I think that they need to really look into that case. And I said that on the last video, but I said, well, maybe you could shoot him with a sleeping dart, but if he's taking certain medicines, that could make him actually have another reaction to that, depending on what he's on. It could actually still kill him. So the best way, what my uncle said, is just to tackle him and then hold him there, or have a couple people hold him, not kill him, but hold him until proper reinforcements arrives, kind of restrain him until they get there to hold him, but not to kill him or to suffocate him, but to the point to where he's not able to cause damage to himself or to anyone else. But the thing is, he might have said he was going to kill the police officers, but he probably said that out of, he probably didn't know what he was saying, because the way he was acting, because he was mentally disturbed. And yeah, he might have said that he was going to do harm, but he wasn't in no condition to harm anybody. I think really what he was doing, mainly by the way he was acting, it looked like he wanted help more than that he was going to cause harm, even though he said he was going to kill the police officers and all. Of course, he wasn't going to kill them because he was too high on something to even know what he was to say, to even do, or even know what he was saying, to do it injustice. So I mean, you clearly see that he was mentally sick, and that he needed other help than to be use deadly force, because he said he was going to kill the police officers when he wasn't in his right mind to do so anyway. I think we need to look at that, and I think, I really hope that they do look into that, because yeah, that's the way all police are trained everywhere, and I think this is a nationwide thing that probably needs to be looked at closely, because what happened there was wrong. Some things that were done wrong there. And yes, he did say that, but he was also not in his right mind, so you have to take that in consideration. It's just like a lot of times when people go to court and they have real mental illnesses that cause them to behave a certain way, they still get tried the same way as a regular person. And I think we need to really look at that too, because some cases they really are mentally ill people out here walking around. And they really need to be tried, and that needs to be weighed according to what they did. But it also needs to be weighed so that they can have some leniency because of their mental illness. And I think we need to do that. It doesn't mean they get off. No, I never said that. But they do need to pay for the crimes that they do endure. But we also need to take a look at that too, because a lot of people that are mentally ill are being tried and being thrown in jail for many, many years, when yet their sentences should be reduced somewhat because they are mentally ill. But rather than staying into a overcrowded jail that doesn't really have the facilities, like most jails don't have, to handle mentally ill patients, they should let them live out the rest of their sentence communally in a mental hospital, because it's a lot more better there than in any prison in the country, and they're a lot more equipped to deal with people who have mental problems than a prison is. And that's really the truth on that. In other news, there's another scammer going around and calling up and telling people in the Richmond area that they have to appear before a judge and pay fines. And what they do is they have you meet at a certain address that really doesn't exist, because it doesn't lead you to the police station or the courthouse. It leads you somewhere near there, but it's an address that doesn't exist. And then from that point, they try to get scammers or callers, possible callers, they try to scam them for more information to get their information, like their credit card and so forth. But what you need to do is, if you receive a phone call like this, like it's happening in Richmond, it may be happening in other cities too, just be aware. If you receive a call over the phone, they won't really contact you by phone. They usually will contact you by regular mail, not email, but they'll contact you in writing, or they'll come by your door and actually give it to you in your hand. You know, if you're going to do summons for court, or you skipped out on Georgia or something, they'll usually come and deliver it to you. They won't, contact you by phone to try to get you to pay charges that were false and felonious charges, to say at least, at best. But anyway, this is Michael DeSilvis, and in the news update. And of course, the weather, showers will be out there. They're scattered, but they will be more numerous tomorrow, on Thursday, today, I should say. So be aware of that. Some areas are having flash flood warnings right now, like in Charlottesville right now. It probably will be extended to the early morning hours. So what's happening in these areas is there's some training going on as the storms keep moving over the same exact area over and over again, like they're stuck, and they just keep reforming and putting down lots of rain. Some areas in Virginia have received about 8 or 9 inches of rain. And that may affect the James River levels too some, as that water comes down, to the James. It may actually raise it somewhat. So, so anyway, we may see some more stuff here in Hanover too today. So be aware of that. Make your plans accordingly and attentively to what the weather's doing. Just keep that in your mind. Today it didn't really rain all that much, yesterday it didn't rain all that much, but today we'll probably see more rain today. Then we'll have a little break on Friday, and then we'll be back in the rain, the sauna rain on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm hoping that the rain will be less than 50% on Saturday, because that's when I'm moving out of here. And I'm hoping that we have a safe trip down there with the stuff, and we're able to get it packed without being covered with rain and wet. So please pray that the rain will hold off, and please pray that we get down there safely with safe travel mercies too. And we do appreciate people helping us out with moving and coming to help us out. We're gonna have pizza there for you, and hope that we see more of you even beyond that day, because I love you and I really want to keep seeing you all, and I hope that we can continue to see each other even beyond this point for moving. But I appreciate you coming to help me out, all you that are coming. Definitely I do. So anyway, this is in the news. It's Michael DeSilvis. Be careful out there, everyone. Take care. We'll have more in news updates coming up.